Hello, welcome to Erico Blueberry After Dark. It's 1:33 a.m. for us. As you might notice from this little video guy down here, we're here for the Destiny 2 showcase. The annual we stay up way too late and watch this fucking live stream event. Right now we're in the, pre-show. They're basically just running through cinematics from every campaign they've ever done, it seems like. And we thought we would just do a little react situation whenever this thing kicks off. Look, it's been a few weeks. I moved house. This is a new room, a new office. I don't have my lights set up, which is why this glow that I have right now is just the monitors in front of me. But before we go much further, my name is Chillybin.
Oh, it's me. A little sleepy Meckii.
Yeah, you just had a little coffee. I've had a cup of tea, a bunch of chocolate, trying to get the sugars coming through.
There we go.
Going. I don't know if my hood won't go over the
Mine's massive.
headphones. Yeah, I need to get one of those.
Honk shoe hours, who up?
Yo, us. But hey, we're feeling a little chill, a little cozy. We're gonna, I don't know, vibe out for what is the remaining 20-something minutes until this thing actually starts. We were just reminiscing over this, and I was like, we should probably just record this as well. Fuck it. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, we're having like nostalgia moments.
Yeah. Hang on, let me bring the audio up on that stream. We were trying to watch this on the official Destiny YouTube channel. That didn't have audio. So we're actually watching this on the PlayStation channel, so you'll notice the symbols in the corner.
It's fine. The original home of Destiny,
they own
PlayStation.
It now. They own it. So yeah, it's good to be back. I played a little Destiny this evening, because I have not played in weeks. It had been a while since I'd really played much of the game, so I caught up on some what is it, Veil Containment lore, which we will get into when we get around to recording an episode, hopefully Thursday. But then also the showcase will then lead into the new season, which starts tomorrow, so we'll also have a bunch of stuff there to talk about. So I'm expecting this video to be kind of long, and the next episode we do to be also kind of long, because some meaty stuff to kind of catch up on. I might just bring that audio down a bit on my end. But yeah, I went and ran a bunch of strikes. I did some got some season pass levels. I think I hit like 70 or 71, which is the first time in a long time I haven't cracked 100. Which means I'll be missing out on some armor ornaments, but frankly, I don't know that I would have used them.
Yeah, I really dig the deep sea creature look, but
yeah. See,
really
so I got the diver outfit, which is the non-ornament.
I got my piss tubes.
Great.
Because on the warlock, it's got the tubes that come out of the stomach into the back, and I always color it so they're yellow.
Piss tubes? They're in my pants.
I got my piss tubes. Shout out to the yellow flavor.
Nuh-uh. Yo, Savathun? Oh, this is Season of the Lost, I think. They're going through.
Witch Queen.
Yeah, they've kind of jumped through the timeline in a really weird way. It was like Red War. It went campaign, expansion. Now they're going to season. Let's get real granular for the last 20 minutes.
Big turning points, I suppose. They're going back over. Yeah. I think it's more or
this
less
was just
like
the end of the Witch Queen campaign.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is more or less the hey, this is shit you need to know.
Yeah. I mean, spoilers.
Savathun's gonna give your dad a kiss.
If you're watching this showcase and you haven't played any Destiny or
What are you
are
doing?
not up to date, like frankly, you're insane.
What are you doing?
We're about to get into the expansion that is going to end 10 years of a game before leading into the next however many
Whatever
things
it
they
is.
want to do with it. But you know, it's a lot of shit to wrap up. It's 10 years of story. 10 years of orbs. 10 years of ghosts. Moons.
So many moons. All of them.
Like I said, orbs. It's all orbs, all the way down. Orbs on top of orbs.
Oh, I'm here to ponder some orbs.
Mm.
you might get up.
Yes.
Hot wizards in your area.
I'm up. Tell me about
Who
the
up?
wizards, though.
Who are pondering they orb?
I don't hear it.
Ah, dear. Yo, Savathun, you coming back? Is that...
Who
Are we into, like, prediction territory? We're into, like, the last 20 minutes before we get into this thing. Savathun coming back? Imaru? Daddy Imaru? Up to some business? I am not in touch with lore and theories at the moment. This is just what I think might
It's all going to be a surprise.
come up.
And reach out and crush it.
I am, I think before we started recording, you were like, you said you were a staunch Cade hater.
So you're saying Savathun was
And I don't know if I'd go that far,
We hate Cade in this
but
household.
I liked that they killed him because I think it's a strong narrative decision and they stuck with it for this long. I am still waiting to be convinced
He's
that he needs to
actually
be
back,
well, that he
or-
needs to be brought back if he is.
Why would she need us?
Like, why are we doing
Stand-in
this?
Guardian's got the
If she never
the
lost
barbecue
them in the
grill.
first place?
Yeah, oh, that's
this
it's very funny actually. These cutscenes where your player character would get inserted, the builds that they are setting up on these people, like that was just basic Titan Witch Queen armor. Before we saw someone that had got the like default Shadowkeep armor but made them look like Anna Bray. Very
Yeah.
strange choices.
We have Anna Bray at home.
I got my Anna Bray at Wish.
Oh, propaganda. I love the captions. I love the
I've
captions.
turned that off because the YouTube auto-generated captions were chaotic.
I'd really love... Imagine if he just punched the wall.
Dude, every time I see that cutscene, I think he's going to just put his fist through it, and then he's have to shake that off, give it a wipe.
Wipes it on the drift.
Oh yeah, he'd love that. He'd be all about it.
It doesn't matter.
I guess serious
I don't know
prediction.
why
I feel like
Traveler
they
gave Savathun
do
the
some
Maybe
sort
it
of
has changed its
memorial
mind about
situation for Lance
Maybe
Reddick.
it's not as infallible
I'm
as we
gonna
once
cry.
believed.
Because you know they've done the blog posts on the website, but I feel like
I don't know.
your Oscars style in memoriam section
I'm
may
here to protect
come through
humanity.
here.
And if Savathun
Especially
takes
now
the
that they've
Traveler,
announced his
we lose
replacement.
our
I feel
Yeah.
like they will be
Along with any
giving him a
hope for
proper send-off.
Yeah.
They've already sent Zavala off, like,
Yeah.
in-game.
Whatever it
in their
takes
own
to
little
stop
way, I
this
think.
heist, we will do.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a teaser for this showcase. It's like 15 seconds long that dropped, a few days ago when the link for this live stream went out.
But I know where to find out.
And it showed some stuff we haven't seen before of like Guardian ships basically going into the portal. So we
Getting
know that,
ready to go.
we know that that's coming up.
Wish they'd stop touching the worm.
The worms
Please put
are
it down.
such a problem.
They deeply upset me.
Touch the moth lady instead.
Isn't this interesting?
Fuck, she's so good. Like, as a villain, but then also her voice actor is just
Yeah.
so good.
And like the effects they layer on top of that performance as well.
You wouldn't let me keep it safe. The witness
I feel like Savathun's voice effects definitely gave them experience and leeway into what they've been doing with the Cloud Striders. Like, they do voice effects in the past, but it's all been very beep boop robot. I'm an exo, beep boop. Whereas they're doing more and more complicated and interesting dynamic layering with voices.
I think a lot of the like base exo frames, like your Banshee 44, etc., like they are basically just robots. Whereas
like
the Cloud
it's very much
are that blending of organic and synthetic, and so having a more naturalistic voice sound makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it's just those interesting, like subtle little undertones and stuff they did to Sava.
Where did her ghost go?
Where did her ghost go? Great question.
Where Umumu go?
The traveler is back.
Where'd Ububu go?
Put that body in a box. Bring the ghost. Bring her back.
She's dead.
Savathun is the Hunter Vanguard.
Put it in the ocean.
Imagine.
The hidden are coming to secure the remains.
Uh-oh, step bro, I'm stuck in the bottom of the ocean.
Oh no.
Oh no, step bro. I'm stuck in Titan.
Now, we prepare for the witness and stop the next collapse.
Where did Unga Bunga go?
What now?
If I just progressively move further and further away from his name.
Yeah.
Umumu. Ububu. I'm tired.
Luis Obispo. And this freaky little fucker.
Where did Buca Pepe go?
We have seen enough.
Buongiorno.
The children of soul.
Oh, he's in the gabagool.
You promised
This
them life.
fucking chimney head ass.
Deliver only
He's
death
fucking
as you
climate change. Motherfucker.
You're gonna say climate change denier.
He probably is.
end of life. You
Ah, they better show me that fucking Traveler Death Star situation again. That shit is so sick.
is over.
Zap.
Do not be afraid. Your pain
Fuck. I remember seeing this cutscene for the first time, losing my
We were like
goddamn mind.
Screaming. I remember you finished the campaign before I did, and you got to be in the call as I finished the campaign
I
because
made
you helped
sure
me
of
and
it.
me
I
being
was
like,
I'm gonna help you
"What the
finish
fuck?"
this. It was like super late. It's like I need
Witness?
to hear you see this.
Witness, more like dripness.
You know, witness these nuts.
Witness the fitness.
Yes. Season of the Seraph. What are we doing
Season of
here?
the Sarandrap.
Oh, is this just where Crow just fucks off? Goes off
I like
to find
that the
Neptune?
sign behind him says Schnell, which
What
is
does
apt
Schnell
for
mean?
what he's about to do. From memory, doesn't Schnell mean like quick or go in German?
I'm gonna fucking
Schnell.
Google the word Schnell on my mobile phone.
It's a kink somewhere on the internet. Oh, the white saint puts his hand on no something.
Oh, it just means fast.
Oh, yeah. Schnell.
Is it gonna fucking pronounce it? Oh, my volume isn't up.
It's happening
Come on.
again.
What is that number in French that when you get her to read out, she says, Sukondi's news.
Don't worry. The great machine
Schnell.
will never abandon anyone again.
Oh. Almost made a joke that was going to get us demonetized.
Put that away. Oh, yeah, the Traveler. Where you going, homie?
What's
Sit
Doug
down.
doing?
He needs some milk.
Oh no, I don't know if I have the emotional fortitude to deal with this scene.
The traveler is leaving.
No, this is like the beginning of the season. It's the end of the season where it's like the hard one.
The war stats.
Oh, the war sads. Thanks, caption.
Or is this the... No, this is the one, right? Yeah.
Please do not do this.
Because I remember Aramis at the beginning of the cutscene.
If there is anything left in your heart,
I got a whittle gun that does that too. It's called Outbreak.
Yes.
She's had too much Benadryl. She's seeing the Hat Man. No.
Make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Wreath.
Goodbye, Red.
How the fuck is this cutscene still getting me?
Fuck, that season hit.
How the fuck is it still getting me? Oh shit. It's also been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And this was the
It's just
season right before Lightfall, right? Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's just a testament to Bungie's abilities, huh?
Yeah. They're just very good at this shit.
Were you in the
Why does it not flee?
were you in the call when I first did that scene?
Maybe.
Because I audibly started sobbing. Was that you? Was that someone else? There was a couple of people in the call.
I'm not sure now that you mention that.
Because I audibly started sobbing.
I know we definitely talked about it.
I just remember someone in the call being like, "You good?" and me being like, "No," and then sobbing.
Odds on getting a third darkness power with the final shape to round out the 6.
I feel like it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it restores the balance, doesn't it?
Yeah. I feel like that
In a way.
that could be a strong
Oh,
theme.
Amanda!
Oh, no, this isn't where
sad
she.
again.
This isn't where she
No,
gets,
but
gets
I'm
got.
sad again.
Yeah.
The death grip
We're
song.
we're inside the last 10 minutes.
As she gets blown up, the get got fucking death grips plays in the background. My mulleted bisexual queen.
Alright, since we're inside that last 10 minutes before it starts, I'm just gonna switch the layout here so that we'll make it nice and big, and we'll just go off to the side and we'll just watch it. We'll still be here to chat.
The garden.
The big fucking beam.
Just planting some trees.
It's almost like I'm gonna make these trees happen as a threat or a flex. It's like, look at what I can do, you can't stop me, I am life.
What is that? The witness.
What is that? We still have no idea what is happening here.
It's just a little fella. Gucci Gucci Goo.
Wait, I'm looking at
Oh no.
this shit.
Delicatessen Guardian.
God damn it. It's just so sick.
It's just so like silent. You know what I mean? Like,
Just imposing.
yeah, it's the silence of it. It's not a big catastrophic bang and a bunch of sounds. It's like a flick of the wrist and then just the silence of them like drifting apart. It's insane.
Just that, like, sheer confidence in knowing that your power is so much greater. What are you doing? Show him to me, my boy.
Said. It's bath time.
We're in no position.
I just love that
We don't have a choice.
This is season of the full send.
Yeah.
Like Osiris just goes full fucking send.
Who cares? Strand, let's get it.
That bit where he gets launched in the pod mid-sentence.
Oh.
The scream.
That's like the opening mission to the campaign.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm getting this drop pod. Fuck you.
No more running away. Rest now.
Ah, yes, my favorite scene, because every one of us runs a goofy looking ghost, and to watch it fly up. So
Little
good.
boat.
Yeah, little boat with the captain's hat.
Boop boop. Dee 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 dee. I must go now. My people need me.
Exactly.
Finally found you.
Get your goat.
What's wrong?
Get your
Osiris?
goat. Thank you again, captions.
Out of there.
Finality takes shape. It's creating the link.
In the big butthole we
Fuck,
go.
I'm flashing back to like 1 or 2 of these ago when we were talking about like, fuck, what is the final shape gonna be? And in 5 minutes, we're gonna find out.
It's a big onion bulb.
Yeah. It's a donut, actually.
It's a leak. Flap. Nimbus can do it all, and they can do it all in a corset. Take that.
We just lost. Zavala. Come
The
in.
captions just auto-corrected that to the Wawa come in.
Yo, let me hit the Wawa real quick.
The Wawa. Zaza, come in. Maybe that's the final shape. It's a flower.
It was actually the gardener all along.
The final shape is the friendships we've made along the way.
No.
It's a love heart.
It actually, no, it just cuts out 1/2 of the love hearts, and their best friend has got the necklace with the other half.
The witness was never given a friendship bracelet.
No. Yeah, I just still don't understand the significance of like that surface being away from the traveler like that. Like there's a gap there.
They're just like, it looks cool, okay.
It does, but it's not like cut into the side of the traveler.
So why is the portal hovering off the traveler? Because we can.
You draw one.
Oh, big whale.
Hey, we just did this.
Pardon me.
They fully just skipped a season there.
I love Asa. She trapped in SeaWorld now.
Oh yeah, we get to watch these dudes get minced. Hello, default Titan.
I love you, Green Armor Titan.
Oh, it's black and white. Look at him go.
I mean, like the ranking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
remember we had
yeah.
grey, green, blue, and then purple.
All attempts to function.
That man throwing gang signs.
Just
What up, son?
he's repping his block. Leave him alone.
The 000
Season
fucking
redacted. Season redacted. The final shape and
shout out to space.
yo.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. I mean, we knew that. Thanks, but interesting.
oh no.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer.
I was hoping they do a proper little thing for him.
I mean, they might still. This is still the
Maybe.
like pre-show. I think it's a nice way to like round out that sort of recap.
Oh, Thank You Commander still hits like a kick in the chest though.
Oh yeah. I could do with less of this. This is what we're trying to do right now. Get out of here.
Cry. Shout out to my cry gang. Shout out to the criers.
Who up at 2 a.m. weeping at their desk?
The line between light and
Who up
dark is
crying with their homies?
Let's cross it together.
Booga.
Let's go. I'm gonna stay here.
What is he doing? No way!
Oh my god, Ross!
I had a very different reaction to that teaser with Kate in it.
We were both like, no!
Alright,
Ah, we just got rid of him.
let me get a little bit more volume on the stream. Not too much though. Here we go.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply
We have the
rooted,
same shoes.
often
shoes,
unstated
though.
mission of games.
How do I get those shoes, Joe?
Adventure alive. In
I have to work for
2014,
PlayStation?
Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined.
I like their
Players would
single
explore deep
lamp in
into
the
depths
background.
of
Yeah.
myths.
This one man,
Machine
5
gods that
cameras.
control time itself.
Oh dang, you're
They
gonna
invent
zoom
ways
in on the
to
Vex's
combine their
coochie
mythic
like that?
weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others, an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious.
It's like he's just
at
being
dawn,
yoinked out of his living
clutching the
room, like
heart
chair
of
and
a
all.
dragon.
He's got a little table with a
But
glass
most
of water.
importantly, they bring their friends and their family.
They
into this
drugged him.
world
He just woke up.
together with new faces on the
Yeah.
future who would become lifelong
Fucking-
friends.
Yo, did you black bag Joe Blackburn?
We approach the final.
The first thing he does when he comes to is make sure his mustache is still there.
On the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will
Excuse
be
me,
difficult,
Joe.
and what
Traverse
awaits you
the
on other side of this
Travusi.
trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no
You just
open
said it.
betas. There aren't going to
We're
be
going
any
in
guides
there.
on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning,
The final shape.
joined us somewhere along
It's
the
a Hadron
road,
Collider.
or looking at Destiny,
I
for the
was
first
sure
time,
it was something
anybody
else.
who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A
Uncharted
vacuum
confirmed.
sealed experience
Nathan
begging
Drake
for
confirmed.
you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
What a swell guy.
Yeah. What up, Ghost?
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
Fuck.
What is his armor?
Why you were chosen.
What is this fucking landscape?
truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling.
Know that feeling?
But I know now. After all we've seen,
Go away.
Why is he there?
all we've lost.
Go away. Ew, what the fuck is that?
Whoa.
That was arms.
Might be our last. So I'm asking you,
Oh, it's...
last time,
Oh,
to rise.
That imagery was very Doctor Strange.
yeah. What is that about? I want one of those.
Even bigger axe. Whoa.
We're going inside the Traveler. I can't believe he just said that in like the first 3 things he said.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
Surprise, dickheads,
The
we're
final
going
shape
in.
is the
Okay.
conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
But why is
When we were
Cade
thinking of
there?
what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this
Why is
epic
Cade?
confrontation with the Witness that
And-
we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by ghosts at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
Okay.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
A lot of proper nouns I have heard before.
It has always had a connection.
Pale
Getting
heart.
thrown
The
around.
pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around
Stop
and
it.
sees a lack of
I hate
purpose,
them.
no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness,
That sticky
it's going to
substance I
take
don't
everything.
like the look of.
Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and
Love
all
a
the
little bit of
Guardians
Show me
Tough.
more of that axe, though.
and be brave in the face of
What'd that
oblivion.
do?
In the final shape, we're
Axe,
going
please.
to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long.
No, answer
Zavala,
those
Ikora,
big
our
questions.
ghosts, Get to,
Get to
reconnect
it.
with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict,
Answer
and
the big
everything going on
questions.
around
What
us and stakes
axe?
of
What
just
are axe?
Where
unimaginable
axe?
heights, it's still
Can
at the
me
end
have
a
axe?
story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
Who was that on the other side of Ikora?
In the final shape, we're going through the
My dad.
portal that the Witness
Ain't
has
your
opened
dad.
up to
Boogie
confront
woogie
it
woogie.
and stop the final shape.
Oh,
Inside the
wow.
Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird.
Good. Give me that
It's a
weird
little
orb.
strange. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. And it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
Oh my god.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
Weird.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
Okay.
One of the most memorable Blockhalas from Destiny's
So the whole
past
thing is just a
is
nostalgia
the
trip.
D1 Tower. It's really
It's
a
kinda sick.
labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to
Like a
everyone who's
playable
building it,
highlight
and I think
reel.
players
Yeah.
are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is
So that's the,
our very
where the
first linear
speaker
destination
was
that
in
we've ever
the
done.
original tower.
I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that
It's
are
giving me Kojima energy.
Hands.
Some aspects of it have, like, it's giving me, like, yeah, Kojima energy, like, vibes.
Happen as you get closer to
It's the
the
kind of weird
monolith
shit he would
in
do.
the form of reshaping, kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
Yes.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You
Yo,
feel
yeah,
alone.
lean
You
into that
feel
weird
like you
shit.
are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping
Oh,
from
I'm
these
stuck.
massive pieces to massive pieces.
Ah, ooh,
Oh,
don't
hello.
like that.
One of the things
Don't like
It's
that.
just like, you got games on your phone.
it's throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the subjugators.
Yo, what is this?
Subjugators are the new
These
unit
fucking
you're gonna
Kingdom
face
Hearts
in
ass
the final
looking
shape.
motherfuckers.
They have an enhanced power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers to face the Guardian, while in support
jeez.
of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely
Can't wait to
new
see the
that
final
the
design on those two. This is like, what does it say, pre-alpha
They're back
footage?
there pinging away with stasis
Looks like a
abilities,
fucking
throwing
Kingdom
crystals
Hearts
at you,
enemy, I'm not gonna
controlling
lie.
Tormentors on
places,
steroids.
tangling you up.
Gross.
We're focusing you
Stop
on
breaking my
the campaign
heart.
and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the
Explain, Cade.
After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign.
Why?
Or save it for the campaign, but like, I'm gonna hold that question.
The entire Pale Heart is going
Maybe
to
it's not him.
and what you were
Maybe
doing.
it's the projection of the Pale Heart.
Yeah.
If it's reshaping
Why?
everything
Why
according
him?
to our memories.
It doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are
Ugh.
where you defeat like the big
That's so
bosses.
cool.
So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But
Oh.
that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome
12-man raid.
the final shape and the witness.
24-man raid.
Battle Royale, 1v100.
In the final
Yeah.
shape, we are inside the
I
Traveler.
love this guy.
Very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We
Excuse
want
me?
to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse,
Huh.
New
but
supers?
also can benefit
Dave?
your allies in a support capacity. There is
Sir?
this thread of team play and like
Show me the
working with your
axe.
friends to overcome the odds.
Yeah.
The Warlock
I'm not
Super
even a
is
Titan and I'm
ultimate
psyched.
expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Sorry.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other
My class.
first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles.
Oh, we got
going
some Dave
off,
Samuel
doubling
mouth
the amount of
noises.
Projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it
A
surges
bird.
around, and then it hits a character and bounces
Squirrel!
off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect, when I cast my
Very
Rift,
good.
it is going to create this little solar soul that
Another
when it
old
sees an enemy,
two-ponder.
it launches part of
Solar
itself
buddies.
out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
More things for me to humanize. More little friends.
Twilight Arsenal.
Excuse me.
It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe,
Yes.
throws it, summons another one, throws it,
Yes.
summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the
yes.
axe. The axe sticks around.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
and your allies can go
Axes
and pick up
for
that
your
axe and start wailing on enemies
friends.
with it.
So sick.
Insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
Cool.
The Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The Hunter kind of rears back.
We've been playing Destiny together for so long that I can picture exactly the chaos that you could cause with that shit.
I'm gonna make so many axes.
Decimates anyone nearby.
Meanwhile, it's me just calling everything little freaks.
Yeah.
You do it once, but you're able to
Friends.
do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The Hunter has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl
That
it in
also
the air,
looks pretty
propels
cool.
us
I don't
upward,
play a
and
lot
it
of Hunter,
creates this
but
burst, which
it's
amplifies
good.
you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes that sandbox to the next level.
Air juggling? What are you
The
doing?
more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like...
That was good, but I think
Yeah,
it's
they did that in Mario Odyssey when you possess the power
I
lines.
like it, I like it.
Just zzz.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're
Tell me
always
about those
playing with stuff that we
blues.
think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle.
What the
It
fuck?
has
Gorgeous.
the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout.
What a
Tessellation
weird
has
looking
the additional
gun.
property that you
I think
can
it's
special
gorgeous.
reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super
Yo,
destructive.
we're stuffing grenades into guns now.
It's a really special weapon.
What's the
Hell.
one
Don't let the Americans know you can do that.
really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler?
Don't do
We
that.
had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
Yeah, you're right.
So we've got this
I
opportunity
want
to bring
that.
back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastov into the fold.
The Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
Bring back
Oh my-
Icebreaker, you cowards.
Now give
In
me
the final shape, we
that
have
rocket
new
launcher.
weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a
Make it
rocket
stasis, it
pistol
only
sidearm
makes
type gun. We
sense.
always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage. They have
Okay.
a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Oh my god. That's just a weapon frame?
Bring it to
That's like a whole ass exotic right now.
live, honestly.
Let me protect my
Weapons
friends.
team is always
That's
coming up with
cool.
new ideas. We've got
I
a
can
ton of
finally
really cool
play
stuff
my
coming over
support
the next few
class
years, and
warlock
some
again.
Really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
D1 days of entirely support. Yes.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover.
This
All right.
place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so... I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
As much as Cade annoyed the shit out of me, I did enjoy he and Eris's dynamic.
Yes.
Better get back to it.
Not to say there weren't some fun moments, but I definitely got tired of his bullshit.
Yeah.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential
That is an
hunter.
impressive
His
main,
presence
Robert.
cast such
Well
a long
done.
shadow over the story of
I'm
Destiny,
working.
whether it was when
His
he
hair
was
is
alive or when he was
beautiful.
dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end. to
Bungie
the Light and
staff are
Darkness
all
saga that
so
didn't
well
have Cade
dressed.
being alongside his friends to finish
They're
the
all
job.
so fucking cool.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide.
I thought he said God. I was like, get fucked.
Cade
No
is
way.
the one who is
Also,
the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's
I'm
his
pretty sure
job.
they've exclusively just said Cade
It
thus
just
far.
feels so natural
Not
for
Cade 6,
Nathan to be back in
not
the group.
Cade
It
7.
felt amazing to just see him slip back into the role like without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora
It's just
together.
Nathan
Having him
Fillion.
back
That's not
was
stepping
gonna
into
say,
a role. That's just his
It's
thing.
just him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how
You put words
Punch
in
the
front of
worm,
him,
you
and that,
coward.
you put words in front of Nathan Fillion. That's the
weight that's been
cadence
on
they come out
Ikora,
at.
having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group, I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
His eyes have the same glow as that weapon.
Yeah.
Like the Taken glow almost.
I'm just-
It's not, but you.
So
In
many-
all the close-ups
so
of
many
him,
questions.
his eyes have got the same like wispy glow, and I was like, Exos don't have that normally.
Not really.
목격자의 끔찍한 위협에서 벗어나려면
Captions interpreted that as "Hi, honey."
쓰러뜨리고
How's everything? Hi, honey, I'm home.
얻어야 한다. 수호자. 그러니 내게
What are
맡겨라.
you doing?
돌아올 수 있겠나? 두려워 마라.
What the fuck, Eris?
What the fuck? Armor! Look at the fucking armor!
Is this the next season? What are we doing?
네 빛과 엮었다. 천탑을 공격해라 수호자.
Oh, I love some
물러가는 길을
fucking
열어라.
pointy hive architecture.
What the fuck is that guy?
Shooting moths.
Oh, tarot cards! Fuck yeah, tarot cards! They better have those in the Bungie store.
You know they will.
I'll buy the shit out of them.
네가 쓰러뜨리는 모든 희생이 날 강하게 만든다.
Look at this armor.
What is Eris up to?
잔인한
Is she becoming a new hive god, maybe? Or is she becoming a vessel for Sav?
I don't know, because they mentioned they name-checked Zebu in there. But I missed, like, what the context was.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
What if Eris was Zebu the whole time?
Come on. No. Zebu just yells.
Season of the Witch.
That's very good.
And Halloween's gonna happen during it too.
Mm-hmm.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of
Gross.
Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Xivu Arath.
Okay.
If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah.
Is she just gonna get-
She determines like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through,
She's
by
gonna
eliminating
become a hive
enemies,
god
and we're tithing
herself.
to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we
I don't
went down
think I'm
the
going to
path of
bed
having
after
Hive
this.
Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all
Oh
of
yeah,
our
this is
activities and
fucking
systems
tomorrow.
experiences. And
This is like
that's what led us to
in
come up with
half an
things
hour
like
this
Deck of
launches.
Whispers.
Although you have to update the game.
It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with
Fucking
your build
tarot
craft meta and with
cards,
buffs
fuck
and the
yes.
activities.
And they can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans
That's
into
a lot
the
of
build
tarot
crafting.
cards.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a
Are
sucker
we
for
playing
deck
Yu-Gi-Oh?
building. Like
What are
being
we
able
up
to like
to?
bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chess.
Yeah,
Spires a watcher. Was that a fucking Riven card?
So we've got
Said
two
the
brand new
Wish, yeah.
seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
Armor is
The Altar of Summonings activity is
sweet.
really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
God.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some
Enjoy
of the content
those.
the fans and players of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Oh no. Don't do that.
I'm
Season
about
of
to
which we
get
have a brand
really
new
fucking
Vex,
scuffed.
Lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that
Oh, I think they've
we
shown
focus
this
the combat
before.
a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around
Maybe they
this,
just showed like a
kind
couple of
central pillar
screenshots in
of the
a,
Vex network that you're orienting
this week in
around.
Destiny.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping Guardians with
Pentathlon,
that
what are we
thing.
doing?
It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take
Yeah, show me more of this. This is what I'm here for.
words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey this season. Obviously, there's something in the air. And so when thinking about like, what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season?
Where are we going?
There's only one answer.
뭔가 오고 있다. 느껴져.
I never did this. Never did any of these ones.
4 o'clock in the morning, I can't yell.
Yeah, my partner's asleep at the other end of the house. I'm trying not to make too much noise. Fuck yes.
어둠 속으로 들어설 준비를 해라.
I never did this. Is this a good raid? It seems like a good raid.
It's nostalgic. Part of me was like, when I saw all the hype stuff, I was like, I think we're gonna get Coders.
Yeah.
And then when she was like, there's only one option, I was like, yeah, bitch, do it. Not literally.
September 1st raid race.
Look at that fucking ring!
God damn it. I'm gonna buy another raid ring, aren't I?
Eat that ring, holy shit.
Final shape, we really want to rally all guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting
Remove
with
power
each
barriers?
other.
What are you talking about? I'm interested.
In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand and also lowering the barrier to entry.
Remove the number.
Make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required.
Remove the number.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you
That's
can
basically removing the number. Just remove the number.
Night all strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at the
So
certain
you'll bring
power
them
level.
up.
The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to
Interesting.
bring all the others
pretty good.
close to their
I like
power
that.
level, which means that there's no barriers really
Oh
for
yeah.
any other guardian.
And it's like-
Seeing the number 2,000. We are never getting rid of that fucking
Finder
number.
also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that
It
same
also takes away, like, as someone who's
power level
consistently lower power,
Fire Team Finder is the
it
new
takes
feature
away
that's
that
coming in season
useless
3,
feeling when you load in.
You're never that far away.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
always that
aspirational content
kind of
in
useless
Destiny. They
feeling.
have a tag system that allows players to be
Oh,
able
the
to
Fire
say, well,
Team Finder.
this
I
is my
remember them
play
talking
style.
about
I'm really
this.
chill. I'm
This
anti-sweat.
is
I'm just really here to have a good time.
Still a good
Tags
idea.
really allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Interesting.
Oh, I love those accessibility options
The
too.
feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is timeline reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative
missions?
beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, a mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met
Cool.
along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken.
Yeah, no shit.
This
Why
is a
does
moment
everyone
that a
care
lot
about
of
this
players
dead
and
man?
girls are going to come back to Destiny.
Loading in, just like, who him?
The right
Yeah.
time to introduce features that
Seems
are
like a big
gonna allow those
deal.
players to jump right
He's
in,
got a
find
memorial
people
in the
to play
tower
with,
in
and
neck
enjoy
minute.
this content regardless of their
Who man? Who dis man? Whom's mans?
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the final shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to
It seems
introduce
kind
new
of how it
weapons,
works
new
now.
artifact mods, new activities. There's
It's
going to be new
just
missions coming around the corner. There'll be new story moments.
maybe a bit
in every
more
single
clear
one of
and
these acts. We're
structured.
actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new
What
platform.
if that changes them doing like
Episodes provides this
big
awesome
expansions?
for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2.
Yeah, like you just
look at the final shape and they
buy
think
the
Destiny 2
game
is
and then you don't have to worry,
many
maybe a
ways, it's
season
the
pass or something
We're
instead.
leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the
Season
metal.
pass?
Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Because they kind of talked about that, the way they would talk about seasons. Like, final shape, episode. But then is it just episodes from then on?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
We get. I nearly said quarterly, but you know what I mean? Like we're getting billing cycle content. Oh, water bill has arrived. Time for new Destiny content.
Yeah.
Because I just can't think of the fucking actual proper term for. It's not quarterly.
Yeah.
Every Meckii, every chili. Coming for your axes.
牺牲只因死亡。光明和黑暗之间的界限如此狭窄。
That was strong imagery.
Yeah. I remember the first time they showed that, I was like, that's a very deliberate choice you've made there.
But going
Yeah.
back with that fucking Guardian. That's my new gang sign now. Shout out to the Traveler.
Shout out to getting sliced and diced.
Fuck, this season is so deep in my aesthetic and the things that I enjoy.
Season of the Witch?
Season of the Witch. We're getting tarot cards. Everything's crusty, dusty, and musty.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system.
Man, you can always have
and at
classic
the
rock
end,
blasting if you
a
want.
simple message.
That's why I added
Become
Beastie
legend.
Boys to our playlist.
Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing
That's why
your
Sabotage
legend
is in there.
Coming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
With a new story,
We know.
new weapons,
Too many
new
worms.
armor,
What else you
new
got, Joe?
activities,
Too
and
many
new
worms.
PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of
Catch
your
'em.
friends
Oh, those
to
are in
jump
there
into the
now.
game
Shit.
and get up to speed on what's
Captions
happening
just
in
said
this world.
catch up as in the sauce.
Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of
Next
our
week?
aspirational content. I
Fucking
can't wait to see
madman.
you all in the throne world as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Thank you, Joe.
Do not be afraid.
I am afraid, Eris. Look at what you're doing.
You're scary.
Yuck.
I don't really like it when you get crusty hours. Can you please go back? Thank you.
All we've lost. This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise. One last time.
I was like fairly certain we would get a third Darkness Power.
Collector's edition of Wolverine. I'm ready to spend some money.
What you got? Oh shit.
When we create a collector's edition, we try.
I thought they were just gonna be like, here it is.
recreate
Yeah,
items
image.
from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really tried to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best
Why the
to
fuck is that making me
encapsulate
cry?
that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one,
Spent a lot of time looking at that fucking thing.
Be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog.
Holy
the
shit,
journey
it's
of
like
a
seeing
player from when
an
we
old
first started
friend.
playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which
What is it though? Is it a soap dispenser? Do you...
Get the tower. And then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's
It's a
going to be
dollhouse?
some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects and lights.
It's like a little
just sort of make
play
this
set, but for
experience
big
as a
adults
whole,
named
really
Meckii.
special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Bro, I'm so lame. Take me out the back of the shed and fucking shoot me. Why did that make me get so sad? Not
I
sad,
love
but like
capitalism.
emotional. I want a little tower dollhouse just for Meckii.
Alright, I don't actually know what the post show will be. Other than 15 minutes of Joe Blackburn yelling at you to go install Season of the Witch and play that.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
I want a little tower.
I don't usually do those collector's edition anymore. Like I've done a couple. They just end up being way too expensive. But
I might splurge if I can.
yeah, usually I think after these things like the store listings and stuff go up, so we'll be able to see like what a season/episode pass looks like, and that can usually they usually explain structure a bit there as well.
Fucking hell, I cried 3 times tonight.
What a nerd. What a dork.
What a fucking loser caring about things.
Yep, for real.
Bruh, why the fuck did a hunk of plastic make me cry?
Yeah. Are they doing
I
this
think it's
post-show
just
live?
maybe.
It's
I
like-
think it's just seeing that tower for the first time in what, 5 years? Plus?
Yeah.
Almost. And then they're just like, hey, remember that thing you started your journey with?
And they're
It's
like
back,
remixing
and
it
you can
inside
have
the Traveler.
your own little version of it in your house. Like in my house? In Meckii house?
In Minecraft.
Me, Meckii Tower, my house now?
Yes.
Dude, I'm so fucking chuffed.
Yeah.
We got Krusty, we got Dusty, we got Green, we got tarot cards, we got Eris Morn being a freak.
I think the like initial thing for me is like, yeah, the final shape seems like the big conclusion, bombast, big deal. But what is more interesting to me now is like, how do we get there from where we are now? There's still a lot of ground to cover.
And we've still got to handle Zevu.
Yeah, we've got to do that. We've got to like figure out what's up with Savathun, figure out what she knows, figure out how to go through the portal. And that's a lot to do in the 2
Where
seasons.
Umaru? Where Yubaba?
Yes. So
Where
it's
Oogie Boogie?
like I'm excited for Final Shape, but it wasn't. It didn't hit as much as like the last 2, where it's like that itself looks like a big thing. It felt more like leaning into the nostalgia, going for the big story expansion, and not like, yeah, the new supers are cool, but it's not that big thing of like, here's an entire power set.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I honestly was kind of expecting a 3rd Darkness power to be in there. To an extent, I'm glad they haven't, because it just gets fucking complicated.
Yeah.
But yes. It's almost 3 a.m. I need to go to bed because I did not take the day off work.
Neither did. Oh.
I maybe should have.
I just knew, I was like, if they reveal something dope for the season, I know I'm going to want to immediately play it, because I have a history of being the last one to find out pretty much every reset. And then also like I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
But
I've got another dredging gilding to do.
I want to get crusty and dusty.
Yes.
Also, someone who's a fan of like the Hive aesthetic.
Yeah.
So excited for some of those armor pieces. Holy fuck.
I want to get bony.
I want to be gross.
Yes. All right. I think that'll
I'm gonna
do it for us here on this here recording.
I'm looking at the Steam update ready to hit go.
Yeah, that'll be me tomorrow at some point. Well, today, later, after I've slept.
Manage downloads.
Yes. But right now in this moment, I'm unsure when this video will hit our YouTube channel. Hopefully in the next day or so. So thank you if you made it to this point. It's a full hour and 14 minutes since I started recording. And we'll see you next time here on Erico Blueberry. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Need to enter my Honkshu me era.
Oh, it's Hongshu hours, boys.